Now, for more reaction on the President's address last night, we're joined via Skype by Health, Economics and Finance specialist Professor Alex van den Heever from the Wits School of Governance. Now, van den Heever, as you know, if you've been watching our channel, has been a vocal critic of lockdown and the Disaster Management Act from day one. Professor, thank you so much for joining us as usual again. Did you watch the President's speech last night and have a bit of a temptation to say, I told you so?
Yes, I did watch the speech. I think that the movement to level 2 was inevitable at this stage, but should have really been done up to 3 months ago. I think that we've damaged the economy a lot more than we should have, but at least we've now reopened the economy.
We've now reopened the economy. The President, when he spoke to us last night, he spoke about a recovery rate of 80%. He spoke about the lives that have been saved, and their priority was always to save lives. Do you still argue that particular fact?
I would look. I think that South Africa's interventions, in many cases poorly implemented, have nevertheless saved some lives. But we've also got a lot of uncounted deaths that that have occurred as a consequence of, let's say, the collateral effects of the epidemic rather than the epidemic itself. Up until 1st of August, the reported deaths would have been about 8,000. And if you correct that number for potential undercounts by looking at consistent reporting relative to the reporting that's been happening across the provinces, I'd get about 3,700 additional COVID-specific deaths. And the MRC has calculated an excess death number of around about 33,000 up till the 1st of August. So we've got, now the point there is that between my estimate of the undercount and the MRC number of 33,000 is a residual that was caused by something other than COVID itself as a direct cause. And the question is, what has happened there? We've got some provinces that are considerably worse off than others, but that appears to be the collateral deaths. And that's why one does, in an epidemic like this, one has to look at the total impact of one's interventions. And it appears as though the lockdowns, as well as fear factors, not just the lockdowns, may have impacted on health-seeking behavior, may have impacted on people actually seeking healthcare at the time they should have. But at this point in time, it's speculative. That residual, we don't have a proper explanation for it.